Hey guys, it's Mina Irfan. Welcome to the Universe Guru. Today we're talking about ask, believe, receive. Yes, the law of attraction, the secret. I posted on my private Facebook group what topic you guys wanted to discuss live today, and I gave you guys a bunch of options, and this is the one that you guys chose. So this is what we will be talking about today. Totally casual. I could count this as a second PJ night. I'm very comfy today. So let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions as I go along. And I'd love to interact with you guys once I am done with talking about the things that I want to talk about. So I have a whole playlist of videos on the law of attraction, the secret, my success story. I'm a huge believer. I have manifested and attracted pretty much everything that I've ever dreamed about. I mean, beyond my dreams even in my life. So I'm a big believer in this. I found out about the law of attraction from a Oprah show way back in the day. I think it was like 2007 and way back. And at that time, it didn't register to me. I think it was 2006. Like I heard about it. And it was like one of those things, like I was like, huh? Like it didn't make sense. Somebody was talking about like the whole concept of a love list. And then a year later, right after I had gotten my divorce, I had this guy randomly mention The Secret at the airport, just this random stranger. And then it like, I dived into it and I connected those thoughts. So it's been an interesting journey. I know there's a lot of skeptics out there, but in my own life, I'm living proof that it works. My son, anybody that I've been able to convert or make a believer, their life has completely turned around and changed. So basically, let's go through some of the key principles that I think are the foundation of it, and also some things that I feel like a lot of people miss, and then they say, oh, well, the law of attraction doesn't work. It's, it's just hocus pocus because they didn't do something right. So there's 3 steps to it, right? There's ask, believe, and receive. So first, ask means you clearly, say to the universe, to your vision board or on a piece of paper or somewhere clearly, what do you want? And that is an important step. And it's a key step because I think in the society that we live in nowadays, people they don't even know what they want. Like they're just like kind of dabbling into this thing, dabbling onto that thing. They don't have any clear goals. They don't have any clear focus. They're just kind of going along with what everybody else is doing or what everybody else is saying without knowing what is it that they want. So I love the first process. Ask forces you to sit down with yourself and say, what do I want? And it's okay if your goals change over time. It's okay if they evolve. My goals and my, what I've wanted in my life has certainly evolved as I've gone through different phases of my life. But you have to start somewhere and you have to know what you're doing. So that's the first step, is you ask. The second step is believe. And that I think is another step that people miss. They write down a whole bunch of things and then they don't have the belief. Like they don't believe in it. They say, oh, this will never happen. Or how would this happen? Asking the why or the how means that you don't really believe, because if you really had faith, if you really believed, then you would not worry about the details. The details are not your job. That is the universe's job. That is God's job. Like that's not your job to figure out how will this thing manifest. Your job is to ask and believe. And the third thing, the third part of the process is to receive, to be grateful, to be appreciative, and to take care of what you have received, and be appreciative of that. So those are the 3 steps. I am a huge person of vision boards. You guys know I have shared my own personal vision board. I have it right there, so I keep looking over there. I keep it somewhere where I can always look at it. It makes me smile. It makes me happy. Have a vision board. It doesn't need to be complicated. You guys, with my coaching clients that come in wanting to do a vision board, the number one issue that I see with them is they want to do it so perfect that they never launch. I've had people come in that were waiting for like 2 or 3 years because it was never the perfect moment to do a vision board. Well, when is ever a perfect moment? Like you just do it. I literally have had some people do it on the back of a napkin while I was on the call with them, because I said, no, I will not let you off this call until you make a rough draft of your vision board on the back of your palm, like on your palm, on a napkin, on whatever, a receipt that you have lying around, but I want it done because that first initial step when you take it, it's just so much easier. Go to one of those sites. There's like canva.com or picmonkey.com or what's some other ones, like they're basically free sites that a lot of YouTubers use to make your thumbnails. But guess what, you could add a few pictures on there, a few words, that's your vision board done. That's it. That's as simple it is. Don't overthink it, don't overplan it. It doesn't need to be the first draft, the second draft, the third draft does not need to be perfect. And what is a perfect vision board anyways? What is that? It's just as long as you have all your goals written down on it, as long as it makes you smile when you look at it and inspires you, who cares like if it's not perfect? You don't have to go to a craft store and buy expensive things. You just do it. So some people have even, I like the idea where some people will take a picture of theirs and then make it like their backdrop on their phone wallpaper. That's what I'm thinking of. So that way, if you're somebody that is away from your home a lot and you have your vision board sitting at home, you have it with you. Also, there's a lot of apps, free apps that you can use. I personally tried them. I'm not like that digital yet when it comes to vision board. I need a physical one. For those of you that are new to my channel, let me go get my vision board and show it to you guys really quick. Okay, so real simple. It's nothing like, it doesn't have to be really fancy. Like that's it. That's it. Like, there you go. Just cut out magazine pictures, some bling, makes me smile, inspires me, and that's it. Like, it doesn't need to be complicated. But if you have trouble launching, I would recommend that literally do it on the back of a napkin, and it's like, okay, I'm done now. It started. So, let's see. My other next tip is, sorry, I shouldn't be chewing gum when I'm doing live chats. That's just not good. Okay. So another mistake that I see people making when it comes to their vision board or asking is they ask for, like, they write their things down in ways that bring about negative emotions. So for example, I've mentioned this in my whole playlist, I think, of vision boards and things. People will say things like, I want to get out of debt. And so they will literally write on their vision board, get out of debt. And I'm like, it's supposed to make you feel good, right? So every morning when I wake up and I'm starting off my morning looking at a vision board that says get out of debt, well, the word debt is a very negative emotion for me. I'm sure it is for a lot of people. So if you have debt and you're trying to get out of debt, that's a great goal. But what you want to write is the opposite positive emotion for that. So what you would write in that instance is financial independence, financial prosperity. Maybe even write down an amount, a positive amount of money that you would have in your account. Like you could say, by the end of 2 years or end of 1 year or whatever, I want to have $2,000 saved, or I want to have $20,000 saved. So you have to write positive things that make you feel good and not things that will make you feel bad, because every day if you're looking at the word debt, even as you're paying it off, it invokes a very negative feeling. Also, I've seen women write down, or even men, like write down, like, I want to marry Sally. And you can only control your own destiny. You cannot force people to change or force people to marry you. So in that situation, I would say don't put people's names on it. I would put that I want to be like happily in love. I want to be happily married, settled down, like positive things. Because if it doesn't work out with Sally, that's a very negative thing to be looking at. And again, we only can control our own destiny. We can't control other people. Hopefully it will work out with Sally, but you have to write down things that are positive. Don't involve other people having to change or us having to control other people in any way, shape, or form. So I'm getting a lot of questions. So awesome. I'm going to be taking questions, guys. I'm going to run through my list. It makes it much easier for the replay when people come and listen to this. So then I will be taking questions. So keep them coming. Give me a thumbs up. Show me some love. And I'm so glad that you guys really enjoy this topic. Another thing is to ask for things that are believable. Now, I do want you to dream big. I do. I'm a big dreamer, you guys know, and I've achieved everything that I've ever wanted. But there are some things that are just so out of even my own realm of reality that I know that if I put that on there, I wouldn't believe it. Let me give you guys an example. So when I first started, I had written on there that I wanted to earn, $175,000 a year. that was a believable thing for me because I was already earning $150,000 a year. So I know that's an extreme example, but for in my reality, it fit. Later on, I put on there that I wanted to become a millionaire. So people say, well, you know, if you attracted $1 million, like why didn't you put 10 million? Because in my mind, I can't comprehend that number for some reason. For me, I'm sure in other people's realities, maybe they can. I mean, Tony Robbins is a multi-millionaire. There's so many people I admire that are multi-millionaires. In their reality, they can achieve that, if that makes sense. You have to ask for things that your mind doesn't constantly say, no, this is not going to happen, or, oh my God, that's like so outrageous that I can't even believe it. Because, hello, the major middle step of the secret, the law of attraction, and the vision board is to believe. So you need to be able to believe your goals. So I would say start with smaller things, and once you gain momentum, like once you're like, oh wow, okay, you know, this happened, that happened. And a major part of it is that when you focus on your goals and you put them down where you can see them, they're in front of you every day, and that makes you take action. One of the biggest I guess like I see people like making fun of the law of attraction and things like that, is that they say, oh, you wish for things and then you just sit and wait for them, and they're good luck with that. That's not, I've never seen the law of attraction that way. I've watched the Secret DVD movie for the last 10 years every single week. So if somebody wants to do the math for me, that's 52 times 10 years. That's a lot of times. And nowhere ever in there or in any of the leaders of our generations that have spoken about this have ever they said that you don't take action, it just falls into your lap. Yes, if only life worked that way, right? No, it's basically that you're telling your subconscious and you're telling yourself what I want, and you're putting it into words and putting it into pictures or creatively putting it on your vision board. And so now it's in focus. If you're just going about life without a plan and without like any sort of guidance, and you're just like, let's just see what happens, like that's a disaster waiting to happen, because sometimes good things may happen and other times good things may not happen. So the whole point of it is that you put things in focus and then you move yourself. You take action in achieving those things. So they don't magically appear. I think that's a huge, every time I hear somebody saying that on YouTube or anywhere, I cringe because I'm like, they don't get it. They don't get it. Okay, another big step of this is to feel good. Think about it. If I'm trying to attract money or love and wealth in my life, and I've got all this beautiful stuff written down on my vision board, and every day I'm waking up going, I hate my life. This is not happening. Oh my God, why is this taking so long? This is never going to happen for me. Oh, I hate this house. That's a very negative emotion to be putting out there. And now, even if I wanted a better house, being grateful for the house that I do have right now, or for the little bit of money that I do have, or maybe I don't have the best relationship, but the relationships that I do have and I value, being grateful for that attracts more. So like attracts like. So you can't be coming from a negative point and always second guessing the process, or always like looking over your shoulder, like, is it here yet? Like, are we there yet? Like, that's not a good place. You have to feel good. You have to work towards your goal, and you have to take care of what you already have. A great example of this that I once heard on, I think it was that Oprah episode where they were talking about making a love list. And actually, let me tell you another example that I heard. This is real life. I knew this girl that was really struggling in her marriage, and her marriage was not working out. And so I was trying to tell her about the law of attraction and just trying to make her feel positive, I guess. So I was like, I believe in this. Like, this is what I believe and stuff. So I could tell that she wasn't completely sold, but she was like, okay, I'm willing to give it a shot. Like, I'm having so much trouble and stuff. So I always say, I'm like, no, don't go home and do the vision board, because I always feel like people never do it. So I'm like, here's a piece of paper. Like, let's just sit down and do it right now. And so she wrote down like some things that she wanted to improve in her life. And a few weeks later, I meet her again, and I see this piece of paper like thrown somewhere on her desk. And I'm like, oh, you didn't put this up, or like you didn't put it somewhere where you can see it? She's like, no, I met this guy, and like I took his number on the back, and then like I left it over there. So I'm like, okay, you're trying to improve your marriage. You have a piece of paper that's supposed to serve as your vision board, and she was separated from her husband. But I'm like, on the piece of vision board, that piece of paper where you're writing positive things on how you're going to improve your marriage, you took down another man's number. Like, what is a more like negative way of telling the universe that this relationship, this marriage is so done, I have moved on? And I'm not saying like it's, maybe she had moved on, but you see, like, you have to believe and really want what you're writing on there. You can't be like, I'll see. On the back of your vision board, you can't be doing something that directly negates everything that you wrote down on the front of the vision board. And so I think that's a great metaphor for life. Like, you can't say that you want money and you want to pay off your debt and you want a huge house, and then you're just laying on the couch and watching TV every day. That is a direct like negation of everything you asked for, because guess what? Expensive homes, paying off debt, and wealth does not build itself. Like, you have to move your limbs and your body to create wealth. So if that makes sense, like, you can't be negating everything that you're saying and doing just because you've put it out there and now it's just going to magically appear. Let me take some of you guys' comments and then I'll get through the rest of my list. So we've got Peach Pathfinder, Labriel's here, Zakira's here from Australia, Pallavi's here. Pallavi, I would start with the Secret movie DVD. It's on Netflix for free if you have Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, Google it, and sometimes it shows up where people have posted it, or you can buy the DVD. I mean, it's been a life-changing thing for me. Everything that I've ever wanted in my life, I've been able to manifest. And I think mainly because I understand the real rules of it, in the sense that you have to be appreciative of what you have. You have to feel gratitude. You can't be living in a negative state and asking for all this brilliant stuff to happen to you. Thank you, Padma. Beach Pathfinder said, I manifested my husband on a new moon. I read out loud to the night sky 3 single-spaced pages, front and back, of the traits I wanted in a partner. I met him a few months later. I have a similar story to that, Peach Path. I love that. I had written down all the traits that I wanted in my ideal mate, and Irfan was everything that I ever wanted. So I have my own story of that. I love that. Alia, exactly. Miss Malik said, hi, Mina, love this topic. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this. Tuba said, yes, better to say you want to prosper. Yes, you never want to put negative things on there. Jessie Lawrence, hi Jessie, she's a new subscriber. Welcome her into the community, everybody. I love meeting new people and have new people join our community. So Jessie, if you don't know, we also have a private Facebook group where it's linked in the description box of this, so you can join us and we talk about these things there too. She said, oh my God, I totally haven't made a vision board. I'm a designer, so I have high expectations or a vision board. I think I'll start tonight on a notebook. Exactly. I think that's a big mistake, that people want it to be perfect, and I understand. I want mine to look pretty too, but I've been doing this for 10 years, so now I've got like down pat. But make it simple. I always say, like, don't err on the side of putting less on there than more, because I'm the kind of person, Jessie, that I get really overwhelmed if I'm looking at things that look overly cluttered. So I see a lot of vision boards online, pretty ones, but they're like, there's a million pictures on there and a million words, and I would not be able to look at that every day, because I know that my personality needs things to be a little bit simpler. I get really overwhelmed, and if there's like 20 goals on there, then which one am I supposed to focus on anyways? So I always say have like 4 like sections. So take a piece of paper, have 4 sections, and do like health goals, business, career goals, like financial goals, and like maybe relationship goals, and then that's it. Like, you just keep it real simple. Evelyn said, I'm a multimillionaire. I'm free. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Awesome, Evelyn. Evelyn is also a new subscriber. Welcome, babe. Wow, that's amazing. We want to build our successful life community here, so welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Awesome. Got lots of high fives. Jessie said, how many items on a vision board? Babe, I would start with like 6, 7, like that max. Like, don't overdo it, because then it's like, then you don't even know like which to focus. Then it's like you need a vision board for your vision board. Like, does that make sense? Because you're like, it's too much to focus on. Because in life, how many things at any given time can we really truly focus on? Not very many, not good, right? I mean, it's going to be watered down if we do it that way. Tuba, I'm surprised Netflix didn't have it because I watched it on Netflix last week. That's interesting. So, but she said it's on Hulu. It's actually on YouTube too. So I don't know if it's legal or not, but somebody keeps posting it on YouTube. So if you guys want to Google it, if you don't want to spend the money, I've bought the DVD personally, maybe like a gazillion times over the last 10 years. I always end up giving it to somebody. So, because I always find somebody that needs it. Alex said, Terry Savelfo has a great kit to do a vision board for those people that get intimidated by it. Also, Mina, you have a guide to post your link. I do. I absolutely do have a very little, it's a small, I think it's only like 10 pages or something. Very small guide. So it's actually already linked. My books are in the description box. Thanks, Alex, for giving me the love and plug. But I also have a whole playlist of free videos on the law of attraction and manifesting. I honestly believe that every religion, every great leader, every success story has talked about the law of attraction in any one shape or form. Gratitude has been mentioned in every major religion of the world. Giving thanks, giving gratitude for everything that you have. Let me see the rest of my notes if I had anything. And that was the next one. Live, breathe, sleep, eat gratitude. And I promise you, like the more you are thankful, what is my hair doing? The more that you are thankful for what you already have, the more you will attract more things. There was that other story I was going to tell you guys. I think I heard this on the Oprah show where there was a woman and she was trying to attract, she really wanted to attract a mate. She was really lonely, wanted, this perfect man. And so somebody told her that make space for this man into your life. Like create a life where this man already fits in. So she started sleeping on one side of her bed and set up the other side of her bed. She cleared up half of her closet so that there would be room for this, when this man came into her life, there would be space to him. And she started living her life in a manner that already said that she believed that this man was already in her life and she was able to attract the mate. I've heard the same thing about somebody that wanted to travel, but their life was very chaotic and not in a place where they could travel. And so they started slowly packing their bags and taking care of business and downsizing and things where they could just like up and leave. And all of a sudden these opportunities to travel were created. So it's not magic. It's you. It's when, it's when you start focusing on your goals and making them clear and knowing what your goals are, you are more likely to achieve them. So there isn't some magical quality to this. I think that's where it loses a lot of people because people think, oh, I just have to write something down and then it's just going to fall from the sky. It does not work that way. You do have to work for it. But the biggest hack that I've been able to find, my biggest life hack, I say this often that if you only learn one thing from my channel ever, learn the hack of gratitude. You have basically hacked your life if you can hack gratitude. So be thankful. If you want a bigger house, be thankful for the house that you live in. If you want a more helpful husband, be thankful for the little things that he does. Even if they're not big to you, be thankful, appreciate him. With children, like I've said this before, I tell them if they're doing something wrong, we talk about it, but then I go instantly into praise mode in the things that they are doing right, because you can't attract more good by focusing on the negative or not being thankful. So those are my notes on that topic. Oh, and my last thing is take care of what you already have. So if you want new clothes, for example, and you have old clothes or you don't like your clothes, take care of them. Show the universe that you appreciate what you do have, and more things will follow, more things will come. But don't disregard the things that you have, because one time you wanted these things. That's why you have them. And I think we're always kind of focused on the next thing and like, how can we get more? How can we attract more? But everything that we have right now, we want it at some point in our lives, right? So you have to appreciate what you have right now to be able to attract more. Pallavi, my guide that I sell on Amazon is 99 cents. It talks exactly about the law of attraction and losing weight, exactly like what to put and what to say. So I actually have that. I had put health and fitness. That's it. Because to me, I could not have health and a fit body with being overweight. I could not believe that. So that's all I put. And then I did not put this on my vision board because I thought it would be negative, but in my mind I kind of knew like what my ideal body weight would be like. And then now I always have pictures of abs and things like that to inspire me to do better and push myself. Hi, Sexy Alex is here. Maria is here. Jesse Lawrence said, I think it isn't magic, it's you is going on my vision board. I love that. Let's tweet that out and hashtag that. It isn't magic, it's you. Yeah, it is, because you are the one that has to work for your goals. You have to design your goals, you have to design your life around your goals, and then you have to make it happen. So I absolutely agree with that. Alex said they call it the sandwich technique. Praise, address issue, praise. Yes, because making a child feel bad and continually focusing on the negative aspect of whatever they're done is not going to attract anything positive. So I don't think so. I've gotten way more results with my children with using the technique that I use. Shipping Store said, hello Mina, love your videos and love you. Love you too, babe. Thanks for joining us. Padma, the movie is called The Secret. There's also a book which was originally written. I personally prefer the DVD. I find the book is a good reference, but I like the DVD is a whole nother level. I love the DVD. Love it. You have to, I watch this every day for the last 10 years. I'm sorry, not every day, every week. And now I do it with my son because he's really into, I've actually never seen anybody else understand The Secret and the Law of Attraction, not even adult, as well as my son understands it. And you guys saw his, if you guys watched the video I posted yesterday of his speech disorder and stuff, he really gets it. Even my own siblings, like my brother struggles with understanding it really. I see like people think they get it, they don't really get it, but I've never met anybody that got it as well as Armand gets it. So I promise you it's doable. If he learned it at 9, he's 12 now. So, excuse me 1 second. Armand, what, is she screaming? Is she playing? Is that excitement scream? Yeah, that's an excitement. Oh, okay, just checking. Sorry guys, Alina was screaming and I couldn't tell if it was like excitement scream or like I want you scream, but it's like fun playing excitement scream. So just checking. Let's see. Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate it. Spicy Rosita is here. Hi, babe. She said, hi, Mina. You are so right about living in gratitude and taking care of the things we already have. I could share dozens of examples of how these things have manifested in my life. Absolutely. Because I see people disregarding the things that they have right now, whether it's their belongings or their job or their loved ones, and then always saying, well, I can't get anything good, or I want that, or oh, this should have been in the notes. A major mistake that people make, I think this is key. For those of you that stuck around for this is key. Most people focus on what they don't want rather than what they do want. I hear people saying, I don't want this, I don't like this, I don't want this to happen. And it's like they're just focused in the negativity. Instead of saying that, and I catch myself still, even now, sometimes saying it, or my son catches me all the time, saying, oh, mom, you don't say I don't want this. Say the opposite thing. There is a story that they actually talked about in The Secret that somebody went to Mother Teresa and invited her to a war rally. And she said, I'm not going to go to a war rally. If there's a peace rally, invite me. She understood the secret that you don't... think of it in the world right now that we live in. We're always fighting war. We're fighting cancer. We're fighting terrorism. We're fighting all these negative things, right? But fighting negative things, like it's all like that's why I don't even like October, like where everybody is just talking about breast cancer, and I understand raising awareness and all that, but I feel very negative because it's always like in your face. Like I have an opposite philosophy. A lot of you guys, I don't know if you will understand this or not, but I want to be surrounded by positive things. So instead of focusing on not having breast cancer, how about I just focus on health and living a long, healthy, vibrant life? Because then those words don't even exist in my library, in my vocabulary, in my life. So I use very positive language in my life. I try not to focus on negative things. I will unfollow people on Facebook that are constantly posting negative things. All the people that I know personally in my life that are always complaining and having bad things happen to them post negative news stories daily, multiple times a day on their Facebook. Kids dying of cancer, dogs being beaten, just like the most horrific things constantly on their Facebook, constantly. It's like if I wanted to follow a news channel, I would follow a news channel. but they will just take the news channel and just share every single news. And then those are the people that also have the most negative things happening to them all the time. It's because when you're surrounding yourself with drama and news and chaos, you're just asking for more of it. It's almost like you're attracted to it. Thank you so much, Olivia. Yeah, they just love her. Olivia said, I love how amazing your sons are with Alina. She bosses them around. She is boss lady. Armand says, I think she's convinced that we are her slaves. And yep, we're going to have a big issue on our hands as she gets older, because this is her world and we just live in it. Peach Pathfinder, yes, I've done that too, where you just add a picture of your ideal body. Thank you so much, Brown Girl Network. That's so sweet. She said, goals rock, and so do you, Vina. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yes, so absolutely, universal journey. Instead of focusing on anything negative, you just want to write good things. Peach Path, yes, I love that. She said maybe wellness, fitness, balance, discipline, vibrancy, high energy. Exactly, those are all positive things that I would write. Like, for people that say, well, I want to do a vision board, but I don't know where to start. Like, I don't know where to begin. In that situation, I say begin with the things that all humans look for in life, right? Like the general qualities. We all want happiness. We all want contentment. We all want prosperity. We all want good health. So start there, and then maybe you can, as you go forward, you can dial it in a little bit. But start somewhere, and I would start there. So guys, I'll let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your evening. I will list on my whole other Law of Attraction playlist. I've even shared a whole video live stream on how to make your vision board. I actually did my 2017 vision board live on air with you guys. So all of that information I will list below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Tomorrow is our live pajama party. Friday nights are always pajama parties. So definitely looking forward to catching you guys there. Oh, we've got new comments. Okay, Rodora Summers said, hi Mina, just recently subscribed. God bless. Welcome so much, babe. Happy to have you as part of our community. We do live chats almost daily, and I will be doing a Friday pajama party tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to that. VCP said, I'm a speech language pathologist, and I'm happy to hear your story. Your ability to listen to your gut as well as set and follow goals are admirable. You and your family inspire me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your love and support. The Garden Fairy said, my mantra, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Absolutely. Irfan and I say this all the time. So thank you guys so much for inspiring us to keep doing our best and motivating us to continue making these videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's pajama party. Love you guys so much. Bye.